Hello everyone, welcome to fourth session of Scratch. So today's topic is Introduction to motion blocks. In the previous class, we have seen all the categories of blocks in a simple method. So from today onwards, from this session onwards, we will look at each category in detail. The first category which we are starting is motion block. So first, let's understand what is motion. Imagine you have a toy car, just like the one you play with. Everyone would have a toy car at the home, right? When you push it, it starts to move. That's motion. What is the motion? Moving things from one place to another. So in your Scratch programming, it's a magical toy land where you can make your characters move just like you make your toy car move. That is what you're going to learn today. You have very good characters in the Scratch which are called as sprite, and this sprite can move around the screen just like your toy car moves on the floor, isn't it? So now when you open Scratch, you would have seen we have a small cat. What you can do with this cat? You can make this cat move right side, left side, make it go up, make it turn, make it go backwards. Whatever movement you want, you can give to your cat. Now in Scratch, we use special blocks to make the cat move. So there are certain commands which add movement. You just can't tell the computer make the cat go in the right side and it goes. No, because computer doesn't understand English language. It understands computer language. So you have to write the code to make something happen. So consider you want to go it in the zigzag way. You want it to dance. You want to zoom it and then make it move around the screen. All that you can do, but for that you have to specify the sequence of codes. And remember, when you're specifying the code to make your character go from one place to another, your code should be in a correct sequence, because computer is going to follow all the sequence the way you have given. If you tell first your character, your computer, you write the code that go to the right and then go up, it is going to do that. So you yourself decide what is the correct path and code it in a correct sequence. If you're not writing code in a correct sequence, your program doesn't function properly. This is called sequencing in Scratch, where it is important that you write all the characters in a sequence. Why I'm saying that we have to write everything in a sequence? Consider any task you take in your hand needs to be done in a certain steps. If we want to eat chocolate, we will have to first open the wrapper and then eat the chocolate. So that's a sequence which you follow. You just can't take the chocolate and put it in your mouth. That is not possible. That is wrong, and it is going to give you wrong result. Same consider for brushing your teeth. What you do, you take the toothbrush, you wash it, you apply toothpaste, and then you start. What if you directly take toothbrush and start washing? Start cleaning your teeth? It's a wrong method. It's not going to do anything. It's a waste of time. So that is the reason the way you do every task in a correct sequence, while coding also follow a correct sequence of the task. There are a lot of different blocks which we will see. Now we can start doing this on Scratch. I'll open Scratch editor and we will start coding. So we are starting with the motion category today. We will do certain programs of motion. See here, there is a cat sprite. I'll delete this. I'm going to add one backdrop. Okay, I can take this beach Rio. It looks really nice. Now I'll take a sprite. I can take this girl Abby. Okay, I'll keep here. I'll make the Abby walk. So like I told you, every program in Scratch starts with an event. So I'll take when green flag clicked event. Then I want it to move 10 steps. I'll take move 10 steps. Now when I click on the green flag, it is moving 10 steps. But I have to click every time on the green flag, then it moves. That takes a lot of time to every time click to make Abby reach here. Correct? So we need a solution for this. I can't just sit and click every time green flag to make Abby reach the destination. And even you can't do that because that takes up a lot of time. So to fix this, we go to the control Which category we go? We go to the control, we take forever. What is the meaning of forever? Forever is a loop. It is used to repeat something. Loops in Scratch are called to repeat something. We use them to repeat certain things. Now, what is the meaning of forever? The word itself says that it is used to repeat something again and again. So, I'll take this move 10 steps and put it inside forever. So, what is the meaning of this code? That when I click on green flag, forever, move Abby 10 steps and then click on green flag. Now see, if I start it from this corner, it just goes away. Now when it goes away, it is standing in the corner. Don't you think if the sprite is going, it should come back? To bring your character back, we go to motion category again. We scroll little bit down. Then we have a block called if on edge bounce, which we attach after this. I'll explain you what is this about, and see, I can't put this way because first I will make character move, then I'll make it bounce. So now what is the meaning of bounce? When you play cricket or you play with your ball, you throw the ball, when it touches something, it bounces back to you, correct? So in the same way in Scratch, when this Abby girl touches the edge, it is going to bounce back. It means when it is touching the edge, it will come back. If on edge bounce. This all 4 borders, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This all 4 borders in Scratch are called as edges. So I'm telling the computer that if Abby touches the edge, it should come back. So if it is touching this edge or this edge, any edge, it should bounce back. Let's click and see. Yeah, it is 2 coming back. I feel it's going very fast, so I'll make move 5 steps. Now, what's the problem? That when it is coming back, you can see it's doing, the face is going down. So, it means the rotation is going wrong. We have to fix the rotation. So, we do set rotation style left to right. So that it's moving just left to right. It is rotating only left to right. It is not rotating up and down. Earlier it was rotating up and down also. Now if we take this block, it tells the computer that it should rotate only left to right. Isn't that very cool? We will try one more program. Here you can write the name of your project, Abby Walk. You click on file and you click on save now button. Your project gets saved. Now we click on file and new. Now we will make a space world now. Okay. So I'll go to space backdrop and I'll choose this. Whatever sprite you like. I mean whatever backdrop you like, you can choose. So for searching the sprites related to space, I'm going to type space. I'll keep it here. Then we will take again space. We take this. We again take space. We can take this dot. What we will do, we will add same code for the dot to move and the different codes for the stars and everything. Okay, so I'll take go to the dot sprite. When the green flag is clicked, we want it to move 10 steps. But what happens? It moves just one time. We want that to happen again and again. So we control the sprite by using forever block. Now what will happen? It will go 10 steps but it doesn't come back. So to bring back what we were doing, we were going to the motion category and using if on edge bounce. So it's turning upside down. To fix this, we will tell the computer that it should rotate only left to right, not up and down. This looks cool. Now we will come to the earth and we will start coding for the earth. I'll take when green flag clicked. Then we go to the motion. In motion, there is turn 15 degrees. So I'm going to take turn 15 degrees right. So see, one time I click, it's just turning. Every time I'll have to click. So to fix this, I'll take forever. Now if you feel this is going very fast, what you can do is you can take wait 1 second. So what will happen? It will turn I'll see it is turning, waiting 1 second and then turning. And if you feel this is very slow, we can change it to 0.5 and see. Now if I feel this is more, like this is also slow, I want little more faster, I'll take 0.2. This looks really nice and the natural, the way earth rotates. So I can also change the degrees here. I'll make it 80. Look the way it's rotating. So what did we observe from this earth sprite is that you can make your program work the way you want it to. It is like a magical ground where you can bring your creativity and control your sprites the way you want them to be. Now see, consider I wanted it to go a bit faster, so I took 0.2. Not even too faster with wait 1 second, but little bit slow. So I took 0.2. But if you want it to go fast, you don't take wait this second block. It's not needed. If you want it to go very slow, you give wait 1 second. So you decide how you want your program to look. Then in turn, you can decide how much degrees you want your sprite to turn. Isn't that very fun? Then we will code for the star. Again, the program starts with event blocks. So I take when green flag is clicked. And I'm going to go to the motion and I'm going to take go to random position. So when I click on green flag, it just one time goes to random. So I want it always to keep moving to random positions. What is the meaning of go to random position block? It is to tell the computer that it should go anywhere. What is the meaning of random? It is any place. So this is used to make your star go to different random positions. I'll just stop and run this. Now it's going very fast. If something goes very fast, how do we control it? Using wait 1 second inside forever. This is better. Here also you can decide if you want 2 more seconds, it will come late, a bit late on the screen. So you can decide when you want your sprites to appear. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate this star. The code will also get duplicated. So I'm going to duplicate for more times. Even you should practice the same way what I am doing. I'll go to star 2. Okay. Then we go to the costumes. We have done the paint editor in Scratch, correct? So let's use it today. Take your cursor, click on your sprite and try to change the color of star 2. Yeah, this is better. Now we will go to star 3 and change the color of star 3. Okay, like this. Now we go back to the code. Now when you run, you will see different sprites on different positions. See, all 3 are moving at the same time. All 3 are standing at the same time. To add more creativity and more fun to your project, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this wait 1 second, this one 2 seconds, and this one 0.2 second. So every star is moving at different speed and different pace. See, isn't that very fun? So you can decide how you can control your sprites, which is the best part of Scratch. Now the way we made our sprite go to random position, we can even make it glide to random position. I'll just take something from the space and we will do that. Okay, sun, no, I think, okay. I'll make this planet move on the random positions. So what we do is we take our event with which program start, that is when green flag clicked, and then we take glide 1 second to random position. With go to, what was happening, your sprite was directly going to certain position. You were not able to see how it is moving. But what is the benefit of using glide? That when you take glide, I'll just play and show you. You can see how it goes, right? It's walking. So glide is basically used to make your sprite walk. So it was happening just one time. So I'll again do forever. Look how cool it is. So you can see how the sprite is walking with glide. Now in 1 second, it's going fast. If I do 7 seconds, I'll show you how it works. See, it's going to go very, very slow. So you can decide how many seconds you want it to glide. I'll make it 2 seconds. See how fun and cool it is looking. You can go from here in the full screen. And if you want to do more of it, you can add here one sun also and rotate the sun sprite also. And give this name as space world and save it. Hope motion category is clear to you. Few blocks of motion. In the next class, we will do more blocks of motion. Thank you so much.